Hi, my name's Ciara from Ciara's Home Yoga. We'll start seated on our mat with our legs crossed. Close our eyes and tune into our breath, slowing down our breathing. This is yoga for stress and anxiety. I'm no stranger to anxiety, having suffered panic attacks for a number of years before starting a daily self-care practice. I've been practicing this class for the last number of days and I really like it, and I hope you guys do too. We'll open our eyes and we'll make our way to sitting on our heels. Shoulders back and down to start. Inhale, arms up, lift up our bum, look up. Exhale, hands to our opposite shoulders. We'll give ourselves a hug, bringing our elbows to our thighs. We'll repeat this a few more times, moving with our breath. These are Tibetan sun salutations, and they're a lovely way to start your day. Last one. And release. We'll come to tabletop now with our hands under our shoulders and our knees under our hips. We'll inhale and bring the heel of our right foot to the ceiling, dropping our belly and looking up. Think cat-cow movements here. Exhale, bring our knee to our nose. We'll repeat this 2 more times, incorporating cat-cow movements as we flow. When we bring our knee to our nose, we're squeezing our navel to our spine and breathing deeply, moving with our breath. And release. We'll cross our feet behind us and we'll come to sit with our legs crossed. Shoulders back and down to start, chest open. We'll tuck our chin in very slightly and clasp our hands behind our back before bringing them away from our body, and breathe deeply here. We'll make sure that we're not arching in our lower back by checking that our lower ribs are tucked in. And release. Coming back to tabletop, we'll do our donkey kicks on the other side. Inhale, bring our left heel to the ceiling, dropping our belly, looking up. Exhale, bringing our knee to our nose, squeezing our navel to our spine. We'll repeat this a few more times, moving with our breath. And release. Keeping our knees hip width apart, we'll sit on our heels to come into child's pose, extending our arms forward. On our next inhale, we'll flow to cobra. Exhale, back to our child's pose. We'll repeat this a few more times, making it a moving meditation by moving with our breath. When we come into a cobra, we'll tuck our elbows into our body, shoulders remaining back and down throughout. And release. We'll stay in our child's pose for a few deep breaths. Checking in with our jaw, making sure we're not holding any tension there. And breathe deeply here, melting our chest to our mat. Before coming back to tabletop, we'll tuck our toes and make our way to down dog. We'll bend our knees here. We'll make sure that we're drawing our tailbone to the ceiling and our chest to our thighs. You can walk your legs out now if that feels good. Or you can move your hips from side to side, just an inch or so. And breathe deeply here. Inhale, we'll walk our hands to our feet. Exhale, fold. We'll bend our knees and step our right foot behind our left foot before straightening our legs as much as feels good, and fold, staying here for a breath or two. This gives a nice stretch in our IT band, the area to the outside of our upper thigh. And breathe deeply here. Shoulders remain drawn down our back away from our ears, letting our head hang freely. To release, we'll bend our knees and we'll switch out our legs, bringing our left foot behind our right foot, straightening our legs again as much as feels good, and fold. And breathe deeply here. Long, slow inhales and long, slow exhales. Shoulders away from our ears, and we're drawing our navel to our spine. To release, we'll bend our knees and bring our feet hip width apart again before inhaling and coming to flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms up, come up to standing. Exhale, arms down, and we'll make our way to the front of our mat. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Bringing our hands to our mat. Inhale to flat back, aeroplane arms, shoulders away from our ears. Exhale, hands to our mat, and we'll step back with our right foot. We'll stay in our lunge for a breath, coming up onto our fingertips. Before lowering our right palm to our mat, and with our left hand we'll make some circles, following our hand with our eyes. Change direction, other side, 3 circles in this direction. Breathing deeply, looking to our left hand. And release, bringing our left hand to our mat. We'll pop up on our back foot to bring the sole of our foot to our mat and come up to Warrior One, making sure that our knee remains directly over our ankle. We'll inhale and bring our body in line with our back leg, aeroplane arms. Exhale, back up to Warrior One again. And again, we'll inhale and bring our body in line with our back leg. Exhale, back to Warrior One. On our next inhale, we'll open to Warrior Two, and exhale, check our alignment, making sure that our shoulders are down and our pelvis is tucked. We'll inhale, straighten both legs, arms up, look up. Exhale, back to Warrior Two. We'll inhale, lean back. Exhale, we'll bring our elbow to our knee and look up to our top hand. Inhale, back to Warrior Two. And exhale, we'll move our feet so that the outside edge of our feet is parallel. Hands to our hips, and lengthening out of our spine, we'll come forward to a wide leg forward fold. Breathing deeply here, bringing our hands to our mat. On our next inhale, we'll bring our hands to our left foot, holding on to our ankle or the outside edge of our foot. Exhale, fold. And breathe deeply here, making sure that we've even weight between our heels and the ball of our foot. Inhale back to center, and we'll walk our hands over to the other side, holding on to our ankle or the outside edge of our foot, and breathe deeply. Checking in with our jaw, making sure we're not holding any tension there. Shoulders remain drawn down our back away from our ears. Inhale, we'll bring our hands to our mat to flat back. Hands to our hips, and we'll come back up again before making our way to Warrior Two again. Knee over ankle and our pelvis is tucked, shoulders down. On our next exhale, we'll circle our arms to our mat, step back with our foot, knees down, and lower our chin in our chest. Inhale up to cobra, shoulders down, elbows tucked in. Exhale, we'll tuck our toes and raise our hips up to come into down dog, drawing our tailbone to the ceiling and our chest to our thighs. Breathing deeply here. Making sure the base of our index finger is pushing into our mat and our shoulders are drawn down our back. Our heels are reaching to the floor, they don't have to touch it. We'll inhale, step forward to flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up, come up to standing. Exhale, arms down. We'll repeat again on the other side. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to flat back, aeroplane arms. Exhale, fold. We'll do this again. Inhale to flat back, aeroplane arms. Exhale, hands to our mat, and we'll step back with our left foot to our lunge, breathing deeply here. Before lowering our left palm to our mat, we'll circle our right arm here, looking to our right hand, breathing deeply. You can lower your back knee at any stage if that feels better for you. Change direction, other side, 3 circles in this direction. Breathing deeply. And release, hands back to our mat. We'll pop up on our back foot to bring the sole of our foot to our mat, toes pointed out, to come into warrior one, making sure that our hips are square to the front of our mat. Inhale, moving our upper body forward so it's in line with our back leg. Exhale, back to warrior one, Virabhadrasana 1. And again, inhale, lining up our upper body with our back leg. Exhale, back to warrior one. Inhale, we'll open to warrior two. Exhale, check our alignment. Knee over ankle and our pelvis is tucked. Inhale, straighten both legs, arms up, look up. Exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, right elbow to right knee and arm over our ear. Inhale, back to warrior two. On our next exhale, we'll circle our arms to our mat, step back with our foot, knees down and lower our chin in our chest. Inhale, come up to cobra, elbows tucked into our body. And exhale, we'll raise our hips up to come into down dog. Breathing deeply here. Our shoulders are drawn down our back and we're drawing our tailbone to the ceiling. Our heels are reaching to the floor. They don't have to touch it. It's more important here that our tailbone is drawn to the ceiling. We'll lower our knees to our mat, cross our feet behind us, and we'll come to sit on our mat with our legs extended. We'll bring our hands to our mat behind our bum, and inhale, we'll come to reverse tabletop, and we'll inhale and raise our hips up, breathing deeply. This is a very strong pose, so even one breath here is really good. We'll lower our bum back to our mat and we'll sit on our mat with our legs bent, hands behind our knees, and rock and roll, squeezing our navel to our spine as we do this, breathing deeply. We'll do this a few times. Before coming to lower down on our mat, one vertebrae at a time, we'll bring our knees into our chest, hold on to our knees, and we'll make some circles with our knees here. change direction, making sure we're not holding any tension in our jaw. Last one. And release. We'll extend our arms and our legs to the corners of our mat and make ourselves a star shape. We'll connect to a strong core. Inhale and curl into a ball at the right side of our mat. Exhale, back to our extended star shape. Inhale to the other side, curling into a tiny ball. Exhale, back to our extended star shape. We'll repeat this a few more times, moving with our breath, drawing our navel to our spine to connect to a strong core. Last one. And release. We'll hug our knees into our chest now and rock from side to side if that feels good. Breathing deeply, matching the length of our inhales to the length of our exhales. And release. We'll extend both legs up to the ceiling now and we'll draw some circles with our toes. One way and then the other. And again, one way and then the other. And release. We'll bring our feet to our mat as wide as our mat and we'll do some windscreen wipers now. Moving our knees to one side and then the other. We'll repeat this a few more times, breathing deeply. Before rolling to one side and pushing ourselves up to sitting. We come to Baddha Konasana. We've two options here. Sitting up straight with our shoulders drawn back and down, we can hold on to our big toes. Or for a different variation, we can bring our feet further away from our body, shoulders back and down and lean forward and bow to something we're grateful for. If it feels good, you can move your feet in closer to your body and bring your forearms to your mat. And breathe deeply and evenly here. Long, slow inhales and long, slow exhales. Checking in with our jaw, making sure we're not holding any tension there. And release. We cross our legs in front of us and we'll make our way to child's pose, bringing our knees together and sitting on our heels. Our forehead is resting on our mat and breathe deeply. I hope you enjoyed this practice and you feel grounded in your body and connected to your breath. Please consider subscribing to Ciara's Home Yoga for some more yoga videos. Or if you enjoyed this practice, please like it. We'll come back up to sitting now. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day today. Namaste.